Having flaming red hair already makes me a crazy person, but I wouldn't go say nothing. Not even, it's like washed out. Oh, shit. I'm struggle busting. Okay. It's still washed out. Hey. Whatever. Hey, how you doing? I'm going to do a little tutorial today. If this will work for me. This is a new and improved setup. I got the lights. I got professional lights. I got a backdrop. I got a backdrop stand. What I'm going to be doing today is just my everyday foundation, base, contour, blush routine, whatever. I want to do an eyeshadow look on my Instagram, and I'm going to incorporate it with this foundation. But I thought I will just film a couple videos and I'll get like 2 in 1. So I'm going to do my base makeup for you guys on my YouTube, and then you need to go follow my Instagram to see an eyeshadow look. I'm going to do it St. Patrick's Day because I'm bad and boozy. You feel it? I mean, we'll just kind of see how it works. I'm not going to promise nothing or whatever. The girl got her lip wax today because she was starting to look like her dad. And then I didn't do my hair because I just kind of rolled out of bed. I'm going to do my hair later. It's not that important. We're not focusing on hair today. It's really none of your business what my hair looks like, okay? I'm a makeup channel, not a hair channel. So if you want to know how I do my base makeup, then keep on watching. So I always start with my brows, and I've been using this since like day 1. I use the Benefit Ka-Brow. I use shade 6. It's like a cool black color. Everybody does their brows so differently that I'm not really gonna like talk a whole lot about how I do mine, because your brow is going to be completely different than my brow. I can't tell you how I think you should feel in your brows because some people don't like it all the time. What I do is, because I already have a really good shape to my brows, I just still fill them in because I do like a fake brow look whenever I do my makeup. So basically I just follow the shape, and then I make my arch more defined right here. So I'm just gonna like speed through it. I'm not gonna talk about it. Okay, I'm just gonna kind of time lapse it, but you'll kind of see what I do, so figure it out. This is the good as it's gonna get. Most of the time I'll do my eyeshadow now, but for the purposes of having to film videos of this, I'm just gonna go ahead and start on my foundation. But first we gotta prime. So I use the MAC Time Check Lotion Primer. It doubles as a moisturizer. It's kind of oil controlling. I just kind of press it into my skin. I'm gonna have to pull this hair back. Woo! After this is soaked into my skin a little bit, now I start with my foundation because I kind of like the primer to get acquainted with my skin. The foundation that I use is the MAC Studio Fix. I am shade NW10. It's like really, really thick, and for like some of my crustier areas, it gets a little too dry. So I mix it with my Urban Decay Naked Skin Foundation. I will take a pump and a half of the Studio Fix, and then I'll do about half a pump of the Naked Skin Foundation. I put it on the butt of my Morphe sponge because whenever I'm blending my foundation, I found that this edge is a whole lot easier to blend than using this. Dot the mixture all over my face. Make sure that I get an even amount everywhere. And now I'll start blending. And then I go in with another barely little dot of Studio Fix. And then I put it on my more problem areas. Right now, I have a really bad breakout right here. And then I have a breakout here. So, I'm going to go in with my concealer now, and this is the Ulta Beauty Collection Full Coverage Liquid Concealer. It's waterproof. I used it in my Full Face of Ulta Beauty makeup. Go check that out. This is shade Light Neutral. It's a little too dark, but it has like a yellow cast to it, and it really really takes care of my dark circles. And the finish is really pretty. So I'll usually go in with this and then I'll add on my actual shade in a minute. So the only concealer that I have right now that's light enough is the Tarte Shape Tape, and this is the shade Fair. I don't really like to use this under my eyes because it does get a little creased, but to help with the whole like shading situation, I'll dot it just under where my bags are, and then she looking cakey and unset. So I'm gonna go in with my tried and true. This is the Airspun powder. Listen, I know there's a lot of controversy with this. I know James Charles had a situation with it, but it's still my baby, okay? But I just take my Morphe sponge, roll it around in there, and then I press it. And I make sure to press it into the crease right here, because I get really like weird and cakey and it's just nasty. Now I look like a beautiful cupcake. So I dusted it off with a Real Techniques brush. I just bought this brush for the handle, but it does a really good job of getting all my powder off. So I just kind of move her around. All of my places are baked. So now I'm gonna bronze. I use the Tarte Park Avenue Princess. It's a waterproof bronzer. It's pretty cool toned. I like it. I like using cool tones for contouring. And I don't really use a contour palette to contour. I just use a bronzer. So that's what I'm gonna do today. I just have like a little slanted bronzer brush. Nothing fancy. It doesn't take a really good brush to be able to do this. So, hollows on my cheeks. Now I contour the forehead because we all know I got a big forehead. So I take a lot on my brush and I pat it around my hairline. And then I just kind of rub it in like this. Now I like to take a little bit of a smaller brush. This is actually a Morphe E13. It's an eyeshadow brush, but I like it because it's kind of flat and skinny, but it has just enough to where I can put a bronzer on it and then contour my nose. The blush that I'm going to use is actually the Ulta Beauty Collection Mineral Blush. It's the shade Tiger Lily. I like it because it's a pretty cool color, a cool toned color. It's like a mauve-y and it has a little bit of a shimmer to it, but not like a highlight shimmer. It's just enough to give you a little radiant glow. You can kind of see. And I take their blush brush from the Ulta Beauty Collection, kind of tap it in a little bit, and I focus it on the apples here, and then I blend it out. And I don't really swipe, I like to press it because I can control the pigment more that way. At this point, I want to go ahead and start on my eyes. So I'm going to cut through this and I want to do my eyes for an Instagram tutorial. So definitely go follow my Instagram. I'll link it down below and you can see that. But I'll come back and I'll show you how I do the rest. All there's really left to do with my base is to set it. But to do my eyeshadow, I'll always add another layer of translucent powder under my eyes to catch any fallout. A lot of people are scared to double bake like this because they're worried about looking cakey. But once I like brush it off and add Fix Plus, it just melts it right into my skin. So I ain't worried about it. But I'm going to cut this and then start my Instagram tutorial and I'll be right back for the finished look. So all I have left to do now is to set my face and highlight. So I use the MAC Fix Plus to set. And I'm going to cover my eyes because when you spray it on the eyes, it gets a little wonky. The shadow like gets all crazy and fades. It's weird. Okay. So. And for highlight, I use the Becca Cosmetics Champagne Pop. And I use a Morphe B13 brush to put it on. And then I use my finger to put it on my nose. Now I'm going to switch to a M124 brush from Morphe. And I'm going to highlight inner corner and my brow bone. So you could set your face again if you really wanted to, but I don't really want to. If you wanted it to kind of melt into your skin a little bit more, you could. So it's a lot of hours later and a whole bowl of spinach dip gone. And I didn't film the outro because I was hungry and I just wasn't feeling like it. But I'm back, better than ever, full. My tummy feels real good. You know, you go out with your buddies on St. Patrick's Day, they're gonna be like, "Oh girl, how'd you do that?" And you're gonna be like, "Becca Thomas taught me." And then you could be like, "Subscribe to her channel. She's cute, get her famous, you know, tell everybody about her." This is my dog Teddy. We just got him from the shelter. He's real sweet. And he's sitting up in my lap and not really fighting me about it. Oh, and he... So, I hope you liked this video. I hope I taught you some good things about making your skin look on. Okay, I'll put you down. Jesus. Some celebrities are just so difficult to work with. Oh my gosh. Ooh. Ooh. Who is she? Get out of there. Make sure to subscribe. You know, you already know. You better subscribe. You better hit that subscribe button. Follow my Instagram. I've said that like 7 times. I don't care. What else? Oh, and mind your business. Bye.